The Federation of Light. Being in gratitude. Good morning. The level of gratitude that my being is experiencing these past few days is through the roof. It feels so beautiful. A simple thank you just seems to bubble up from my heart. Would you like to comment? Welcome, Blossom, to you and to every happy soul, every sad soul, every single soul experiencing a range of emotions that allows them to live the life experience. Indeed, Blossom, this is a wonderful frequency to live in, to settle yourself into, so that it becomes your norm. Often, when I express something I'm feeling, many agree, while others feel left out, because they aren't experiencing the same. What do you think? Their turn will come. These feelings come from within. You cannot buy them. You cannot borrow them. They come when the soul is in full acceptance of what is. And what is. This feeling of being in gratitude. We would class this as what is. A feeling of loss. This too we would class as what is. What we are trying to describe is that in any given moment, in any given breath, you are experiencing life. What is? That breath. That moment. Now. And that is all there is. Therefore, as you have reasoned yourself through. Wait. Let me look at that. I have reasoned myself through. I don't think there are words to express the meaning of this phrase, yet somehow I know what it means. Yes, you do, Blossom. Every one of you does. You have searched within and without for what you were looking for. When all the time you were what you were looking for. Therefore you were there all along. It is only now, in this new time that is upon you, that you find yourself exactly where you are. Exactly where you are meant to be. There has been much talk of these higher energies of late. Enjoy them. Let yourselves go with them. Mix with them. Befriend them. When you allow your energies to mingle and merge within them, you cannot help but feel this grateful knowing, because it comes from a deeper level than you have been able to access before. So, this shedding of the snake and embracing the fire horse. What more can we expect from these new energies? Oh, so much blossom. So much joy. And yet, it is up to the individual to find their place within it. One's heart, one's vibration, one's thoughts, one's actions must be truth and purity. You have all come to understand how the world works. I don't think so. I really don't get it. Perhaps we should say, the ways of the universe? A whole different thing. Not really, Blossom. All is all. Once one is aware of how happiness and joy bring about a change to self and all, in one's selflessness/selfishness, one can focus on choosing the outcome in all things that leads to joy. Even that which one may deem as sad. One can go into the depth of that sadness or grief and find that through it. Within it, there is a way out into joy. That's a tough one. I wouldn't say, for instance, that I have found joy in losing Goody. Let me rephrase, as I haven't lost him. In Goody leaving me behind. No. In the experience of having to live on this planet without him. Yes, you have, Blossom. Look how you started today's session. Look at the times you have expressed joy through such a brilliant light of yourself. Because you allowed yourself to reach for it. Through my suffering? You don't like the answer, and yet, yes, through your suffering. The depth of grief felt at Goody's departure was very deep. And yet, as low as you can go, you can reach for the higher vibrations of the opposite. If we asked you if you are? I must interrupt you here. As I've read this back, I have clearly missed a word. I'm still not sure what it was, something like, happy. So, if we asked you if you are happy about Goody's departure, what would you say? You can't be serious. Think on it, Blossom. From your heart. Well, every now and then when I close my eyes, I see a tiny little light, the brightest, swirling towards me from the distance. I know it's Goody. It's so peaceful. No attachment. Just there, swirling softly right in front of my closed-eye view. I am so grateful that he is there in that space. I know in times like these I am meant to be here without him. Expanding my knowing and experiencing this gratitude. Even though, if I'm honest, I still find it extremely difficult to accept at times. This is where you are all heading. This path lighting your way will offer you pearls of wisdom. There is so much to look forward to, Blossom. For every one of you. Thank you. That being said, I have been awake since 3:30 a.m. It is now 8:15 a.m. Apparently, sleep patterns and extreme tiredness during the day are quite intense for many. Do as you are doing. Go with the flow. Listen to your body. Do not beat yourself up. Take rests when and if needed. Your being will thank you for it. In so doing, you will find the body and your energies balance for you. Please be aware that these new energies are insurmountable. Hang on. That word felt wrong. It means an obstacle that cannot be overcome. And we use it in terms of, there is nothing to overcome. They are not an obstacle to be overcome. They are flowing now because it is their time to do so. It is in their blueprint to mix and merge with you so that the next stage of evolution can take place. I hadn't thought of it as the next stage of evolution. Oh yes, indeed, Blossom. For what you are now shedding, what is releasing you, is taking you on an inner journey of discovery of self that is beyond what you expected. Well, it sounds exciting. It is. All of these things within this discovery of self will fill you with a newfound energy. Because you will discover you have so much more of it. Energy. Higher, purer, softer, grateful, loving energy. It now surrounds you. And yet it is you who has to choose to let it filter in. Let it enter your being, let it become you. Dear ones, be excited. Allow the knowing of your heart's desires to let you meet your needs. Again, strange phrasing, but understood on another level. On another note, before we close today's conversation, we feel, as you will have thought, that every 2 weeks with us will work well, and the weeks in between. Well, the cue for beings to contribute to the well-being of Earth and man is, shall we say, endless. Oh good. I really enjoyed bringing the other energies through last week. I feel for now that this is the right way forward. You will be greatly amused and surprised by who is in the queue. I'm sure. I'm glad White Cloud is my gatekeeper. There will never be anything of an unpleasant nature able to enter your energy field, Blossom. You are perfectly safe. I know. I trust. I have to say, I count myself more and more blessed to have this gift. You will find many feel the same. Gifts that have lain dormant are now awakening within many. Gradually, trusting the truth felt within. Such remarkable wonders will exude from one's being. From each one's knowing. A knowing where one does not have to do anything to prove oneself. It is in the simple being that allows the knowing to be what it knows. Again, on another level. Thank you so much. In gratitude. In loving service. I am. The return to love and loving intent. What has really struck me recently is that the energy pouring in is bringing intense shifts in the way we live and experience the world. Many of us are already in the new earth and something profound is changing within us. We are returning to authenticity, to purity, and more than this, to love. Add to this a loving intent. For me, all 108 days of the Buddhist monks' peace march were preordained and meant to open people's hearts and minds to the ultimate truth. We have the innate soul power to create our reality. To no longer allow others to trigger reactions within us, but to remain fully anchored within ourselves. This is particularly important now, and with it comes a deep healing of our inner child. I have shared this with everyone attending my weekly sessions in the Return of the Cosmic Book of Love module. Loving yourself means embracing the inner child, all aspects of yourself, and fully comprehending, as you see with the eyes of the soul and the divinity within you, that truly there is no separation, alienation, and the deep self-judgment of not being good enough, smart enough, worthy enough, beautiful enough, thin enough, clever enough, or whatever it was that was never enough. It means seeing how you have been programmed and shaped, and not only by your parents and those who came before them in ancestral lineages, belief systems, societal structures, etc. All of this, then amplified by the negative ego, which loves to play small, amplified the false belief of being limited. All the projections, old programs, belief systems, were all about conforming, about becoming what your parents, family, teachers, government, and society wanted you to become. Always setting limits, which in truth we never were in any way limited as a soul. We were taught to always compare ourselves negatively to others, that life is a competition, that only the fittest survive, and therefore the falsehood of material expectations, of always having and owning more, buying more, being more, and the list could go on and on. The truth is, your soul never had anything to do with any of those boxes, cages, norms, or belief systems. Your soul cannot be limited. It is impossible. Because the divine source within you, and from which you were born, is eternal, infinite, and unlimited, just like your soul. For you are a true daughter and a true son of the divine source. You always have been and always will be, eternally. Know thyself equals remember. Putting the true pieces together and seeing that everything is perfect, whole, and complete. Know thyself asks, who am I? Who am I truly? Who am I in truth? It means returning to being friends with your soul. It means delving deep into your soul and remembering everything that you are, in truth. Who am I truly? Eternally, what am I not? It means looking at yourself with honesty, sincerity, compassion, love, and forever, from the heart of love. Not with judgment, but with compassionate and loving eyes and all-embracing arms, asking yourself, is it true? And what if the apparent imperfections were truly perfect for the soul lessons you are here on this planet to master? To gain love, compassion, and loving kindness towards all sentient beings? Be true to your soul and the divinity within. Dear Divine Source, please open my heart and soul so that I may truly see, feel, and know. Open the wisdom of my heart and soul, so that I may find deep resonance of truth and wisdom within me. Open my heart and soul to deep love, deep compassion, and deep loving kindness towards myself, here on earth, so that I may truly know myself and love myself in the fundamental truth of who I am, in truth, so that I may love others in truth. And let me always, through remembrance, draw ever closer and make at one meant with you. Amen. And so it is. The angels. Be the spark and pass it on, dear friends. We love you so much. There is nothing in your world more powerful than an experience of connection with your Creator. In a moment of awareness, a moment when you experience this unconditional love in your heart, you have access to the power that creates worlds. In a state of love and appreciation, your attention becomes a beacon that illuminates the path ahead and blesses everything you focus on. When you are in harmony with the love that gives rise to life, you become an instrument of peace, kindness, goodness, and grace. In your experience of this connection, you maintain your individuality while becoming one with a wonderful love that lives deep within all beings. By living in a loving reality, you inspire love to arise in others. Your interactions become gentler interactions. Your focus on what is loving and true lifts people above darkness and ignorance. Your loving presence speaks more powerfully than any combination of words. When you truly feel yourself to be a being of love, an emissary of love, and an instrument of love, your life experience elevates beyond your wildest dreams. What you desire comes to you as a byproduct of the loving energy you emanate. Do not wait for people to deserve your love and kindness. Do not wait for them to earn it. Love because it is in your nature to do so. The love we speak of is not always a warm, fuzzy feeling inspired by another person's good behavior. The love we speak of is the love of the divine. It is a choice to witness the truth of a soul, regardless of what it is demonstrating in that moment. The love we speak of is active, not passive. It refuses to dignify the other's darkness and instead looks beyond, to who and what they truly are. It looks past the pain, sadness, anger and behaviors, and gazes deep into the soul. It sees the light even in those who have forgotten their own innate goodness. It is a love that every parent and pet owner understands well, because even when your children or pets misbehave, you know the deep purity within them. Imagine seeing everyone in the world as children, born pure, born innocent, who either remember that truth or have forgotten it. But you remember. You see past the pain and suffering of the lost and remember the light they have forgotten. Dear ones, you have the power to fan the flames of truth in all souls, whether you know them or not. You have the power to focus so intently on the light in every soul that they cannot bring their darkness into your reality. You have the power to help souls remember their essential nature as you live and demonstrate yours. If everyone prayed for the elevation of those they consider monstrous on earth, hearts would soften and understanding would grow. When you pray for the demise of those who are lost in darkness, you inadvertently fuel the flames of darkness. Hatred feeds hatred. Fear inspires fear. Love is your greatest protection and offers those who are lost a chance to find their true nature again. We are not suggesting that you must appreciate behaviors steeped in darkness. We are not implying that you should invite these people over for tea. We are not suggesting you tolerate unloving behavior in your life. No one expects you to feel good about the behavior of those who harm others. But you can make the conscious choice to pray that the light of love rises in all beings. You can pray that the light gives strength to those who already embrace their goodness and burns away the darkness in those who have allowed it to take hold of them. This is a choice to empower only the light. It is a choice to deny the darkness the hatred, anger, and struggle it so desperately seeks in its imagined separation. The old law, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, has never uplifted anyone. It is the strength you summon to envision the light in another, even when they are lost in darkness, that gives you strength, keeps you above the darkness, and can rekindle that light in those who are lost. In practical terms, it is simple. Whether it is behavior you cannot stand or behavior you wish to strengthen, the prayer is the same. Dear Divine Source, may the light of love arise in all human hearts. May all souls come to know their true loving nature. And then, dear ones, live in love as often as you can. Every act of love, every loving thought, and even the smallest kind word is significant. Each one sends waves of light out into the universe, touching hearts, healing souls, uplifting the masses. The smaller and simpler acts, thoughts, words and feelings of love you offer, the greater the wave of love on your planet Earth. Right now, those lost in darkness are like drowning swimmers. They feel the tide of love rising and they fight against it. They fear they will die if they surrender control to the only power that can lift you all. The ego fears insignificance if it dissolves into the one. And yet there is not a single insignificant cell in the body, nor a single insignificant drop of water in the ocean. Those whose ego surrenders to their loving place in the whole will feel the power and beauty of unified love. Those who cling to the idea of being better, stronger, or more important than others will struggle in separation. Pray for them. Pray for the lost and wounded hearts. Pray for the souls who long to feel bigger, better, stronger, or more right than others. Pray for the humble ones who operate with grace and kindness, and pray for the healing of those who operate in darkness. Dear ones, you are all part of the one. The good of every part contributes to the good of the whole. Every prayer to elevate a soul elevates yourself. Every wish for someone to return to the light increases your light. By loving yourself, you love the world. By praying for wounded hearts, you keep your own heart healthy. By choosing not to fall prey to denser energies, you become more solid in your light. The good of every part contributes to the good of the whole. The good of the whole contributes to the good of all parts. Be the cell in the soul that remains steadfast in love and shares loving prayers with all hearts, for your health and happiness and for the good of all. God bless you. We love you so very much. The Angel's Blue Ray Transmission, Rose Ray at Cathedral Rock. February is honored as a month of celebration of divine love dedicated to Mother Mary's Pink Ray and the Rose Ray Gateway, reopened at the Cathedral Rock Vortex in Sedona, Arizona. This is not a single day dedicated to romantic love, but a sacred planetary dispensation. An ongoing activation anchored through powerful vortical ley lines radiating the frequency of supreme divine love throughout the world. The Pink Ray Flame Dispensation is described as a high-frequency transmission of unconditional love, encoded with divine light codes said to awaken memory and foster the ascension process. Through the divine feminine heart of creation, and through the apparitions of the Rose and Mother Mary's pink fuchsia heart flame, humanity is offered what many experience as a spiritual reset towards unity, harmony, and higher consciousness. This remembrance restores love not just as an emotion or romance, but as embodied divine awareness. Visitation of Mother Mary. Christmas Eve 2011. On Christmas Eve at the Cathedral Rock Vortex, during a meditation on Christ consciousness, with sacred chants attributed to Mother Mary playing in the background, an extraordinary experience occurred. Without warning, Mother Mary appeared. Those present describe being overwhelmed by an intense ray of pink and the light of the Holy Spirit. Time seemed to dissolve. What lasted nearly 2 hours felt like only a few moments. At the end of the experience, both individuals reportedly spoke the same words simultaneously: Mother Mary. That moment marked what is described as the anchoring of the Pink Ray at Cathedral Rock. A visit that revealed a living connection between Mother Mary, the Pink Ray frequency, and the sacred land of Sedona. Miracles, healing, and the Rose Ray waters following these encounters. Many who have connected with the Pink Ray have reported experiences of physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. As part of this devotional practice, miraculous Rose Ray water was deposited daily at Cathedral Rock along with prayer, offered as a blessing to prepare humanity's hearts for what is called the Pink Ray of Supreme Divine Love. During one visit, Mother Mary is said to have requested that photographs be taken, explaining that the images themselves would act as energetic transmissions and living testimonies of the Pink Ray heart. These photographs are believed to contain encoded frequencies of divine love and remembrance of the sacred feminine. A planetary grid of the divine feminine. Many spiritual practitioners consider Cathedral Rock Vortex a key node within Earth's sacred geometric grid, a living architecture of light that allows higher dimensional frequencies to anchor into matter. Through this vortex, the Pink Ray of creation is said to continue expanding, strengthening momentum and readiness for humanity. The activation is not described as an exclusive event, but as a planetary offering, a remembrance of love as a living frequency anchored on Earth. February thus becomes a sacred invitation to welcome, embody, and transmit the Pink Ray of supreme divine love. The teachings surrounding the pink ray often intersect with what is known as blue ray consciousness, described as a group of ultrasensitive and empathic souls, similar to the indigo generation, who are believed to originate from ascended planetary realms to help elevate human consciousness. In this context, Shekina, a Hebrew term associated with the indwelling divine presence, is referred to as the blue ray mentor archetype and a restored aspect of the sacred divine feminine of creation. Together, the pink ray and blue ray transmissions are presented as frequencies supporting humanity's return to unity consciousness and the embodiment of divine love on Gaia. Mother Mary. Love will free your throat chakra, dear child. I love you. Come into my arms and I will hold you close. I know what you are going through because I feel you, I feel your heart. I know what your emotions are, and your tears are often invisible to the people close to you, but I feel them. There is no shame in crying, no shame in showing your tears to others. You already know this. You feel what is happening and often you feel imprisoned and feel the need to shout out what is important. But for some reason you are silent. For some reason you feel your truth cannot pass through your throat. In your heart you have your truth, and it needs a clear passage through the throat so that your truth can merge with your vocal cords and you can speak your truth with all your heart. But some of you feel a lid in your throat, and this results in your silence. Do not worry. I will help you work on this. Because I want you to speak and speak your truth, I even want you to shout it out loud. You own your truth. Your feelings are yours alone, and they tell you your truth. But what if I told you that your throats are locked? That they are almost kidnapped? And why? It is to keep you under control and silence you. The throat is an easy target because of its position in the body. That is why some of you have this problem. Sometimes you feel like you have an invisible scarf around your neck and you have nothing around your neck for this reason. It is like needing to unbutton a shirt tied to the throat, even though you are not wearing a shirt at all. These are subtle sensations, even hard to notice, that you may experience from time to time and that have to do with your throat chakra. It is your throat chakra that is trying to say, "Free me. Please free me." Your body is extremely intelligent. Do not swallow your feelings about what is truly important in your life. Sometimes you even find yourself chewing and eating something just to swallow your truth. Your mouth is an important portal in your body. Be mindful of what you put in your mouth and why. Let your feelings gently emerge from your heart and express them. Together with the love in your heart you can speak or sing. You can even shout. Or you can write what you feel, or paint. As long as you are true to your truth. Ask yourself who would benefit from your silence? Who would benefit from the silence of the love workers? I don't even need to say it, because you already understand. Do not worry, I will help you. I will work with you and open your throat chakra because love conquers all. Let me know if this guidance interests you. I love you, Mother Mary Thymus, the collective of ascended masters. The best way to change your life, your world, and be of service. Blessings. We are Thymus. We are the collective of ascended masters. We ignite a spark within you that then becomes a flame, which then becomes a burning desire to know yourselves as you truly are. This is our greatest gift to all of you. You all have the power and potential to ignite a spark in others with whom you share the planet. You can show others, and often do, what is possible simply by being yourselves and living your lives. Therefore, you do not have to set out to be a positive example for someone to inspire them. You can simply be yourself and do that, and have it become a natural consequence of your pursuit of happiness. When you face the fears you have about moving towards what you truly desire, you overcome them and start living the life you want, you inspire others. You might write a book or make a video about it, or maybe not. At some point, someone will probably ask you to tell your story, to share your perspective, and you will. In the meantime, remember that other people are watching you, noticing you, and being inspired by you. And maybe they will be inspired by the actions you take. Maybe they will be inspired by the words you write or the words you speak. Maybe they will be inspired by your inner peace, your joy, your laughter, your smile, your genuine interest in them or some aspect of life. You don't need to know what will inspire someone else. You just need to know you have that power, that ability, and that potential. Now, on the other hand, of course, you can also inspire people to complain, to be afraid, to tell a tear-jerking story about how oppressed you feel in life, and you will find many people who want to join you on that bandwagon. But you know you want to live in a world where people inspire each other to do something fun, creative, service-oriented, uplifting, and potentially capable of arousing love. The next time you see someone who is following their bliss, and who is clearly in the flow of their life, notice how easy it is to love that person. Notice how lovable they are and perhaps even how much they attract you, not because of their clothes, looks, or body, but because they are in tune with their soul and source, and these are attractive qualities. So you can also inspire people to fall in love with you by falling in love with some aspect of life and carrying forward that love you have for life. You are here to inspire one another, just as we are here to inspire you. And some of you know the lives we have lived on Earth, and we promise you that those lives were meant to inspire you all, but you don't have to be like us. No, you don't have to be like any of us. You just have to be yourself, and be it to the best of your ability, and you will be an inspiration to others. And people will want to know you and your story to be inspired to be themselves too. That is all for now. We are Thymus. We are the collective of ascended masters, and we are always among you.